Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Today I wanted to show you the wrapping of a bar of chocolate. It's not as daft as it sounds. I have 4 sons, 3 of whom are at school, and between the 3 of them they have 24 teachers, teaching assistants, headmasters, headmistresses and all sorts of others who we like to give gifts to at the end of term. And although term is still 6 weeks away, it is also only 6 weeks away. So with those 24 teachers and what have you in mind, it can become quite costly, particularly right ahead of having children off school. So although I like to give them something, I don't really want to be busting my budget. So this is a bar of Galaxy chocolate in here, and to be fair, I'd actually be more than happy with just the bar of chocolate, but I like to decorate things. So all I've done is I've wrapped it in designer series paper and then decorated it on the front. And much as I'd like to be able to say I'm going to put this to one side and use another one, I can't. I confess I did buy 2 bars of chocolate, but I actually ate one. So anybody who follows me on Facebook will know this, or rather follows the Poodles page on Facebook will know it. So this is a 114 grams of Galaxy. I think they're £1 or something like that at the moment. And I've got the Sunshine and Sprinkles designer series paper. It is retiring. If it hasn't already gone, grab some quickly. And I'm simply going to wrap it. There's no scoring or anything like that. It's for this particular bar of chocolate, it measures 16.5 by 20 centimetres. And you know what? All I did was I put it on my grid paper and folded it over and got the measurements that way. Nothing scientific. So I'm literally going to fold it and wrap it around exactly the same way as you would wrap a Christmas present or a birthday present, something like that. Although if you are using patterned paper that isn't symmetrical, do make sure that you get your images the right way up. So I can put that to one side and try not to touch it. I've taken the It's a Wrap occasion stamp set. It did cross my mind to maybe do the apple, obviously with them being teachers, but I decided I was going to go for thanks so much. Maybe I'll give the headmaster that one, not sure. Anyway, I've stamped it using Pacific Point, which is the blue that is the whale, and I'm going to stamp. And I freehand cut it out. I mean, it's probably not the neatest job, but it's okay. And then I'm going to stamp it again when I find the stamp. Again with Pacific Point, because I want to cut out this the words in the middle. So just onto a piece of Whisper White. Straight down, straight up. And I'm going to cut off the bottom because I want my petite curly label to fit in. So I'm just going to line it up. Hopefully you can see that. Pop it out. And I'm going to pop that up on a dimensional, just onto the back and over the top. And I'm actually going to use the back of the paper. This is the original side and that's the back. And I'm going to be a complete heathen and I'm just going to lie it on. So you see there's no measuring or cutting or anything like that involved. So yeah, I'm just going to lay it on top. And then with a big pair of scissors, cut straight down the side. And then I want to pennant the end, so I've got my 1-inch square punch. Actually, you know what, I need to take a bit more off there. Just sort of line it up, and you just literally are penning the ends. If you don't have a square punch, you could do it with a pair of scissors. If you're going to do it with a pair of scissors, the trick is cut straight up into the middle and then cut your ends or cut your triangles out, and that's how you get a perfect pennant. Probably slightly better lined up than I did, like that. Anyway, pop these up on some dimensionals. Get the backing off. That onto the front there, and then with my little 4-pointed flower from the Itty Bitty Bunch set, I'm just going to punch out 3 flowers in Pacific Point. And then my mini glue dots, which are around somewhere. just onto the back of each one. And this is the oops, if you pick it up, this is the rule of odds. If you're going to do clusters of things, you do them in odd numbers, so 1, 3, 5, those sorts of things, those numbers. And then I've got some rhinestones, and these have already got glue dots on the back. I would normally have a pair of tweezers to do this, but they've gone walkabout. Probably my husband has taken them the same place as he took my hole punch, which he walked off with the other day. So, there we go. Nice and simple, quite quick, and very easy to do. And it's an inexpensive gift, but a thoughtful gift, because obviously there is thought put into it. So lovely for teachers and teaching assistants and, you know, people you just want to say thank you to. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to know how to get hold of anything, and if you want to get hold of the paper before it retires, have a look at my blog. The details are there for the retiring list. It does update every day if you check on the Excel file. And I hope to speak to you soon. Thanks. Bye.